talked about everything comes with a price.
Hmm.
I recently watched the Diddy documentary, 4-part
Oh yeah,
series.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay.
And wow, some people pay higher prices than others to get what they want in life.
That's real.
And you know, I know you haven't watched it, but for people who haven't watched it, people trying to decide, I'll say two things. I think that the documentary is really good because I like watching people who are of hip hop, like the one that just came out with
Earlier
him.
this year, got you. Yep, yep,
Yeah, I
yep.
watched that one too. Little less direction, but watching this one of a guy try to tell and paint a picture of Diddy throughout the
Mm-hmm.
years and his consistent behavior, you know,
Mm,
it to me as a young man, super eye opening. The
mm,
the thirst that he had to be a certain type of person.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like
mm.
we all
Mm-hmm.
versus if Diddy, who reached billionaire status and did a lot of things, had to move back to Harlem. For some
Right.
reason, it doesn't feel like as big as a fall because your community still cares about you and reveres you in that way, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, and so for him to kind of just be like disregard community to me altogether, the and just kind of just pilgrimage to just power and just fame, like the thirst for power and fame is to
Wow.
me
Okay.
so interesting. And for him to rise above in infamy over the names of people like Notorious B.I.G.,
Right.
Tupac Shakur, Suge Knight, like these are the pioneers. And to me, when you after watching the documentary, I was like, I took for granted how big of a hand Puff Daddy played in the narrative of hip hop. He
Yeah.
completely changed hip hop, but not for the songs. And
Mm-hmm.
that was my biggest takeaway. I was like, oh, this dude actually ruined the culture.
Oh wow.
This
Damn, I
dude
gotta watch
act
this
this
documentary.
dude actually ruined the culture based off of the stuff that he was doing outside of the studio. And
Sheesh.
I don't know of anybody else who is like that. Like I can't think of anybody else. It almost would be like if this whole time Michael Jordan just had a gambling ring and he was fixing all the NBA
Like he the
games.
reason why shit fucked up right now.
Just
Oh wow.
all the NBA games since the 90s and the 2000 and it was all it was all Michael Jordan's fault.
Wow.
Because
Okay.
the East Coast, West Coast is so big.
Yeah, that was a
And
pivotal moment for the genre, the culture, the business, it
and
rising in the pop culture, all of that.
and
Wow.
when you think
Okay.
about for me and you in particular, I mean, we love native tongues. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
To
yeah,
not
yeah.
really be of that generation, like we appreciate them in a certain type of way. For
Mm-hmm.
them to be the people that was like vehemently against Diddy's music and the shiny
Yeah.
suit era and what it
Mm-hmm.
stood for,
Mm-hmm.
and the misconception that I would say Jay-Z still has that people like to associate him with Diddy in
Mm.
a certain kind of way when Jay-Z is as native tongue kind of rapper as it really comes. People don't really look at him that way, but his actual taste and like what he
What he
actually
be on?
likes
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah. He got the
and what he's
5%
aware
chain,
of,
bro. That's one of the hardest chains in the rap.
you know what I'm saying? He is one of those type of
Yeah,
guys, but
yeah.
he just his music, the business that he did music business a little bit differently. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't just do it based off of his taste,
Mm-hmm.
which is why he's so good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So just to see those juxtapositions of how you can obtain power and fame, he is an example of
Mm.
it. Even Nas is an example of it because they all the same age, all from New York
Right, right,
too.
right,
That's why I'm
right.
keeping like a
Billionaire
New
Boys
York thing.
Club.
You know what I'm saying? And then even coming off of Kendrick and Drake and the implications that that had, that re-bring back up with the Grammys, it's like interesting. And so I really want you to like,
Ooh, okay. Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah.
want you to watch it.
No, I'm gonna tap in. I'm gonna tap in
Really want you
very,
to
very
watch it.
soon
And
because that
so,
sounds.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure the think pieces is on the way.
the think pieces are already out there, but I
Mm,
feel like people aren't watching it because it was so much Diddy coverage over this year. It's not that it's a whole bunch of new stuff, but it's
okay,
just the way that it's framed.
got you.
I'm not saying that this documentary is 100% accurate,
So there's some sensationalization, I'm sure, up in
but
there.
the picture that it paints of a person, I don't think is incorrect. Are all the details correct? No, but
Mm.
that is a picture of a dog. Does the
Oh,
dog have that spot right there? Maybe not. But that's a fucking dog. You know what I'm
oh
saying?
wow.
Like that
Okay.
picture is clear as day. And that's what I'm saying. Was the fire hydrant there? Maybe not. But that is a dog. And that I don't want to like get into the details of it because that could be a whole separate kind of conversation that you could like
Okay.
say, if this didn't happen, then this doesn't happen. And then this doesn't happen. And I'm not saying that hip hop is not in the space that it is because of that. But what I am saying is in 1996, it was really hard to predict Chief Keef and Lil
Right.
Durk.
Right. Right.
But the
Right. Right.
events from 1996 play a direct role into that. And if this person was behind the scenes, if he was the gatekeeper or he ushered in and let in all type of crazy behavior,